What's up, YouTube? Midwest Tour Review here, back again. So I was thinking of some videos to do for tonight, and I was having a bit of a, I don't know, like a writer's block, but I guess supposed to be more like a creator's block. And, so I'm perusing through YouTube videos and whatnot, and I saw one by Wrangler Star. Now, I don't know if you guys know who Wrangler Star is, but he's been around for a long time. He's one of the, I think you would consider him like one of the original YouTubers. I think he's been on since it almost began, I believe. But nonetheless, he did a video and I thought was really good. It was a short, and it was talking about, or it was showing you the process of restoring an old rusty socket. And the socket that he had appeared to have surface rust on it, but he just simply hooked it onto a, he took a M18 drill, drill driver, fixed it into a vise, and then he put on a adapter, and then he put on a 3/8 drive, like something like this here, like this here, and then he chucked the socket onto that, and then he started to use some sanding paper, then he buffed it out, and then he had a nice looking socket in the end. So that being said, I have a few sockets that I think fall in that category. But as I was inspecting them, I thought, okay, wait a minute. Some of these, or one of these, I'm concerned about because the company is no longer owned by a U.S. company, and that specific brand is SK. And so as I'm looking at this socket, is it this one here or is it this one? Maybe this, yes, this one here. You can see there that this SK socket has a pretty significant crack there. And I thought it had there's another crack there. So you have two cracks 90 degrees apart from one another. And that's all that I can see. Otherwise, it's a fairly good socket. It's SK USA, obviously, 1 1/16. It's a 12-point socket. Now in my drawer, if you come over here to my SAE side, I have 1 1/16 already, but I have it in, and this is a Right Tools. This is a 6-point 1/2-inch drive socket. Just picked that up recently from Harry J. Epstein. If you don't know who they are, check them out, guys. Great people to deal with. Brick and mortar store, still family owned and operated out of Missouri. I believe it's Kansas City, Missouri. So check them out, guys. But anyway, what was I saying? Okay, so it's an SK socket, and the problem is that it's got a big crack. Now that SK is owned by a Chinese firm, investment company, I don't know how the process will work in order to get this socket warrantied out. Maybe you guys have dealt with it, but I would be very interested if anyone has dealt with SK recently, within like the last, I don't know, 3 to 6 months, and tried to have a socket or any type of tool warrantied out. I would love to get this tool warrantied out. This is a classic failure, ductility failure, or ductile failure within the metal. It doesn't appear, I mean, it was used, but it doesn't appear excessively used. And this is just, you can tell the way these old sockets were built, there's way more meat and material in the back. So this particular crack is purely a ductile failure and is not indicative of what you would expect for an abused tool. So can I get it warrantied out, is the question. The other socket here, as you see, this is also a SK Tools. This is 1 1/4. This was 1 1/16, 1 1/4. Once again, go into the socket jar. I have 1 1/4 somewhere. Where is that at? Yeah, here it is. 1 1/4, also a Right Tools. As you guys can see, I love Right Tools. Absolutely great products for those guys. Also a family owned and operated company since 1927, I believe. But anyway, with this SK socket, you can see there's, I don't know what that is that if that's surface rust or whatever. I thought about restoring this guy here because I don't see any cracks unless you guys stop me and tell me that you see a crack. I don't see one anywhere along the surface of this socket. So this is going to be a simple restoration job. We're going to remove the rust. We don't have to do any evapor rust. I think I'm going to leave what's in there. Maybe take a wire wheel if I can. But if it's in there, that's going to be fine. But we are going to try to clean this guy up on the next video, and we'll show you guys what it looks like. A lot of people don't realize that I started my channel out and I restored a lot of tools. I've done a lot of restorations on various tools, toolboxes, things of that nature, and that's kind of how I got into YouTube. So we're going to show you what Midwest Tool Review can do with this particular socket, and we're going to get a credit for the video to Wrangler Star, because he was the one who put the short out there, who gave me the inspiration to do a socket restoration. So it's not my own thing. But here's a couple examples of some older sockets here. Just wanted to put these in the video as well. Guys, don't pass on old American USA tools. This is a Husky USA socket. Really nice socket. It doesn't have the chamfered anvil area here, female end, that we've come to appreciate today. If you look at any, let me see here, what would be a good socket here? Maybe, if I can get it off the rail. Come on now. Come on. That's not even a good one. What in the... All right. Completely blowing my video here. Well, okay. You can see how this chamfered there, and it's got like a recessed portion to help kind of guide the tool, the socket onto the tool. These older sockets didn't incorporate that, and so, but it's fine. That's not an issue. I think, you know, in my mind, it's a little bit more material to help secure the socket in place, so I don't have any problems with that. But it doesn't have any cracks or anything like that, and it's a good 12-point socket. I would not pass this up. If you guys run across Husky USA sockets, I would encourage you guys to pick them up. I believe Husky USA was manufactured by Eastco, either Eastco or Armstrong. I don't know. Someone in the comment section let me know. I think you guys probably know. I think it's Armstrong, if I'm not mistaken. And then eventually, or Williams. Maybe it was Williams. Maybe that's who it was. But anyway, Husky USA guys, don't pass them up. I don't know who it was. You guys correct me down in the comment section. Let me know who it was. But because I would love to know that too. And then here's a Mac socket. You guys may have seen this on one of my previous videos. It's all wallowed out, as we say here in the Midwest. But that's something that a little bit of a grinder can take care of. Then a question becomes, if I grind it and let's say, for instance, it fails down here, does that prevent me from being able to warranty this tool out in the future? I don't know. I guess it probably depends on the dealer. I guess in a way you could possibly grind that down, clean it up a little bit. Don't go excessive on it. Just knock down the deformation there. And then if you had to warranty it out, you can actually buy some stuff called bluing. It's what you use for your guns, and you can just rub a little bit of that on there, and I guess it would restore the color to it a little bit, and so it'd probably make it a little bit easier for you to warranty. But then again, what the other question would be, if it's that worn out, is that a sign of just the failure of the material? Maybe it is. And maybe this is just a socket that needs to be warrantied out at some point in time in the near future. I don't know. All I'm saying is that don't pass up old American tools, guys. There's a lot of tools out there in pawn shops, flea markets, estate sales, garage sales, you name it, they're out there. And sometimes a good old tool is just as good as a new tool. In this case here, we got to get it warrantied out, but you know, who knows how long and how hard this tool was used, and may have served its use very well. And some of these older USA made sockets, you know, just it's really expensive to find. If you're going to go out there today and get a Snap-on or a Mac or a Matco that's 1 1/16 or 1 1/4 12-point, that's going to be a fairly expensive socket. So some of those oddball sizes that you may not necessarily use all the time, maybe it's worth picking up some of these older older USA made sockets, doing a little bit of restoration and saving yourself some money over time. So that's my video for tonight, guys. I do have some videos I'm going to do on these old Snap-on CT4410s, get them all cleaned up. I'll probably do some video on that. I don't know to what extent. I don't like doing videos where it's like you're following along this entire process. I like to kind of do it and be done with it. So I'll think about what that's gonna take, and we'll go from there. And then we'll do a restoration video on here, and we'll kind of edit them and put them all together for you guys. So we're gonna do that tomorrow. I need to get everything prepared, and then we'll have that video ready for you guys and upload it probably tomorrow evening. So thank you guys. Love you guys. You guys are awesome followers. We're at 5,000, over 5,000 subscribers right now on YouTube. So thank you to each and every person who's considered subscribing to me, and to all those who have done so. I really am humble. I appreciate it. It's been a long time coming, and you guys are what made it possible. Otherwise, I would be still, just a smaller channel with only a few subs on there. So I really appreciate it. We're at 3,800 or close to 3,800 followers on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, please consider doing so at Midwest_tool_review. You see it there, Midwest Tool Review here. That's who you're watching. Consider following me on Instagram as well. I do post a lot of shorts there, a lot of videos, reels, things of that nature of me actually using my tools. A lot of times you don't see that on YouTube, but you may see it on my Instagram. And I do a lot of salvage yard picks and pulls and things of that nature. So that's a great way to kind of watch and see what kind of things your average DIYer can get into. So got a lot of tools, a lot of opportunity to use them. So we're trying to do that. So subscribe, leave a comment, click that bell. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.